by performing a certain action.
Murder.
What was it?
Murder.
Wow! Oh my god! Hello everyone, welcome back to this lovely channel that you found on the lovely internet. Today, as always, we gonna discover if we're getting gaslighted or not. Do you think that, like, we are in the body of the murderer, like original Cyclops murderer, but our memory, sorry, not our memory, our soul had been wiped out, swiped with someone else. So basically we are in the human body of a murderer, but we have someone else like memory or something like that. Do you think so? I mean, it's very messy. Don't really understand what's going on. It gives me headache, okay? To my surprise, I saw Ota sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Okay. Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago.
I see.
She said something about going to help an acquaintance.
Cool.
She told me to watch the place until she got back.
Okay.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
Why are you here? I wasn't particularly surprised. I always depend on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was going to Marble, so...
Okay.
I got here just before you did.
Can you stop stalking her? What is stalking vibe coming
Look,
from?
I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Well, clearly.
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
Geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay?
She's just next to me!
But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Huh? Ota is the murderer? Ota was the murderer! Oh my god, don't believe it. So did he kill the Mama? You think he killed Mama? When I woke up I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. Took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
Looks like you're awake.
Took me a while. Yes, I am. As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remember everything. Okay, do I? Oh, why did you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge.
Well,
I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
weird. Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
Yes.
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
Fair enough.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Damn, for an AI, sure your defensive mechanism can be easily override.
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Oh, for fuck's sake. How long have been out?
Date, the boss is calling.
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Yeah, I know.
Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Oh, wow.
Iris!
Oh, clearly he was going to kill Iris. So was Ota?
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Oh, wow.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okay.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Emergency. Attack memory out of marble. Dun dun dun. Ding ding ding.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please let me make it in time.
Oh, we are streaming. Oh, okay. We're looking to stream.
That sick bastard!
He's wearing a polar suit. Are we just looking at it? Okay, I'm just looking at it.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Ota. What? Where he was hiding?
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
I still think he's Ota. I keep my foot to the gas the whole time. Could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time has passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually the car reached the long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. I still think it's Ota. It's so weird. Why the fuck the polar bear allowed Ota to roam around? And also, how the fuck she got caught? And now back into action.
It can't be. No. Stop!
That was unexpected.
No!
That was kind of unexpected. So the polar bear killed Iris. I will definitely arrest Ota. I don't give a shit. Just arrest him. He's probably on the floor, passed out. I'll arrest him. I don't care. 14 years old, I took a bullet in your face. Okay, that's new. What the fuck is going on? Who's in the bear suit? Oh, that was streamed, right? Ota?
Ota.
Okay, now it's getting very messy. The game is trying to gaslight me. I am 100% sure about that. Do you think that Iris asked him to make this fake video? Likely.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
Well, shit. I don't know what to think about this. So
It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you?
Not really.
Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble.
We did that. I thought about it. But it was like, she cannot plan a contingency plan about it, right? Right.
And about letting Ota get the upper hand on you.
Clearly.
Am I right?
Okay.
Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks?
No.
Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
Wait, they're both dead?
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
But she was not cut down. And the eye is still there.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris.
Yeah, I agree with myself, but still.
And how do you explain the other two murders?
Yes.
Iris's left eye was hollowed out,
Okay. We found the eye.
just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer.
Okay.
There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Okay, okay. Boss, why do you want to close the case now? Ota's behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
It's so bullshit! Why?
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself?
Yeah?
I don't buy it.
Did he die himself? Oh my god. Ota had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that. But why kill Shoko too?
Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
She's making no sense. My boss is
Shoko
making no
was married
sense.
to Renju.
Yeah, so?
Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
They've been divorced for years.
Yeah.
Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Yeah, but still, why murder him too? Cause, okay, let's say that he killed Shoko, right? All hands points to Renju to beat the culprit. Why the fuck kill the culprit? And make it look like an actual murder? Why shouldn't you, like, you know, just make it look like a suicide? You know? It was so obvious it was a murder. Oh, whatever.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity.
Well, clearly.
But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
There are some additional discrepancies.
I agree with Aiba.
I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
Oh, I know that.
Okay, so he stabbed himself in the back like a champ, and then he threw himself on the table to kill himself.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself.
In the bag.
Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
That man, people suiciding like that. Like, holy shit. How the fuck you kill yourself like that?
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Yeah?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Why? So you're telling me he stabbed himself. He had enough strength to walk out of the fucking harbor, throw the knife out. So pull the knife out, throw it out, go back inside, stand on the table, operate the machine, and wait there to get my boss. I think it's my boss. I think my boss is the murderer.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I wasn't being serious.
Oh, wow.
I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning.
Well, he's dead. Clearly. I mean, someone must have killed him. So the question is like, what the fuck just happened?
I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Really?
Yes, really.
HQ want to wrap this thing up?
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene.
Okay.
That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume.
Okay.
He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side.
Okay.
He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy.
Okay.
The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
Wait. What happened to Iris' body?
I wish I knew.
It looks... I remember she looks
We're up
intact.
to 4 victims, but Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
I have a strong feeling Iris killed Ota.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
Okay.
What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
Well, they all connected to me.
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked.
That's true.
They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Mizuki Komakura. No, is that Mayumi?
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either.
Yeah, but why you have to kill your own child?
Since Renju is the president. Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
You think it was so
Renju
staged?
and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
I think the video was staged. So Seijima?
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Me. Yeah, I wanted me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris. But I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them.
Okay.
No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is 0 possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
But could be the old one. The original one.
I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Thank you, Iva. That means a lot.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris.
Yes.
She was good friends with Ota too. But
Why
that's
kill
why
them
I
all?
could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them.
That's like overkill.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous. I thought it over,
I don't
boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
No leads.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
I think Iris helped out the new Cyclops killer, but she become like a liable, so she had to go. That's my feeling. She was helping definitely the murderer. She was definitely helping the murderer. Marble. Let's go to a marble. I don't know. It's kind of messy. I feel messed up. Let's talk with Mama. What happened to Mitsuki? You think they got Mitsuki too?
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel.
It was streaming on Twitch.
You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Oh, refrigerator. Refrigerator! I love refrigerator.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
That's for sure.
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras?
Yeah, but there's no relationship with all the others, right?
Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras.
Yes.
That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
Mitsuki?
3. Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
The boy?
He came here last night.
Ota?
Ota has Link?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Why? That's new information. How? Yeah.
Have you heard the rumor?
No? Mama told me a similar story to Iris about Sejima and the Kabasaki district. The basic idea is this: 8 years ago, So sold his land to Kabasaki district for 30 billion yen. A year later, explosion of the chemical plant caused the land price to drop drastically, so bought it back for land for 1 billion yen. It was like he knew beforehand the accident would happen. They so blow it up, or conspire to blow it up, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. It would end up with 29 billion cash and 1 billion land. Is a net zero. But there's more to the story. Huh? What do you mean by that?
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki.
Okay.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki?
No.
So was the one who came up with it.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
Okay.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
So they're trying to...
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district.
Okay.
At the moment, the area is still considered off-limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket.
Fair enough.
And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
Why 10 times? Okay. Because there's a casino now?
He's involved in some shady business.
Resell it then?
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
Okay, there's a theory.
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Yeah.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Huh. Very good intuition, Mama. I would never thought it like that, but I had that feeling there was some connection, but still a bit overkill, to be honest.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Do you think he discovered too much? So they had to...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
Very insightful, actually.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Come back anytime.
Lovely. Okay, that's coolio. That's coolio. Okay, wow, we should have clearly go to the murder scene, right? There's a lot of blood. As time into a cold storage warehouse, the air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't risen much at all. The cold air sank to my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Okay. Is that our blood?
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
chopped and
I am
gouged.
sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that.
About that, splitting half was the cause of death.
Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Okay.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Clearly. Clearly. Kamagami! Tell me, any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Well, shit. Can you tell me at least the blood stain? No?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Oh. Well, whoever killed them was being very true. Also, wouldn't be in a rush, you know? I mean,
A video camera and laptop.
I think it was
This is what the
recorded.
criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Wow.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Well, that's.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know.
Okay.
Renju's father created the company.
Okay.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually.
What do you mean?
Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management.
Okay.
In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Definitely. Well, it was definitely someone out for revenge, right? Okay, next time in the box. The forklift, I don't see anything special about it. Are you sure about it? It seems very important to me. Iris and Ota were sliced to by the eyes, blah blah blah. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Okay, thank you, Aiba. That's actually very useful information.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Why are you looping the Iris and beating cut in half?
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris jump at the criminal. That led to the scaffold and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his powers to fight back. He was forcibly put inside a costume that finally cut open by the ice cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
What I found it weird is like, why Ota was there? Didn't they run away? Like, What are we trying to do?
Unknown.
How did the murderer get a jump of the two of them?
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
Okay. Heading out. They didn't find anything. It's like asking to nobody. There was less information than and like nothing. It was like literally nothing. When I left the warehouse, I saw Peter. What is he doing here? He woke up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Yes, please.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her.
That's true.
So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Fair enough.
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Okay, so it means two things. You know 100% he's dead, or some other things?
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
Fair enough.
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
Okay, that makes more sense.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice.
Iris.
One of them was born a murderous psychopath.
Okay.
The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Okay.
They each had a role to play.
Okay.
The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Why? So you're telling me that Rohan was helping the murderer? Doesn't make sense. Was the murderer a psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
So you cut open this guy.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
Thank you, Ivan.
It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone.
I
It
heard
causes a
of it.
tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress.
Great, good to know.
It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
Great.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do.
Okay, we got it. He's a
However,
psychopath.
he was able to experience a substitute.
The fuck?
His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means.
Oh, like murder.
Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins
By
by
murdering
performing a certain action.
Murder.
What was it?
Murder.
Wow! Oh my god! Oh my god, unbelievable.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward
Yeah,
system of the
I know,
brain.
Iba.
The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine.
I follow Andrew Huberman on on YouTube. I know.
Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
Oh my god. Who can I believe that?
It's slightly more complicated than that.
Thank you.
Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure.
Fair enough.
He was 12 when he took his first life.
12?
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
12? Yeah, what happened to Rohan?
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out.
Fair enough.
The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes.
Okay.
Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own.
The fuck?
Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman.
Okay.
But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge.
Clearly.
His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years.
Okay.
However, he soon met his ideal partner.
Wow.
The aforementioned psychopath.
Okay.
The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye.
Okay.
Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established.
Right.
This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings.
Okay.
At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
You're telling me I'm a psychopath?
That... I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Why? What? Summarize for me. Yeah, give me a summary. Paraphrase it, please.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
Yes.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
Fair enough.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras,
Yes.
Rohan Kumakura.
The other one must be Iris then.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
Great.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains.
Yeah?
Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
Oh, okay, thank you.
They actually picked him up on other charges.
Oh, wow.
But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
89?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89?
I know who killed Shogunadami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars.
Why is classified?
Neither of them had the opportunity.
Why is fucking classified? Okay. So can we go to prison, check it out? Well, you know, let's check on Mama Matsuda. Oh my god, what the fuck? 89. It's probably something very quick. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside, I thought I was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying oak tree clinging pathetically to the earth. She was right about Iris being a witch. I'm sorry to interrupt.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey! Okay, never mind. Sorry. Oh my god, it's so confusing. It's giving me a fucking headache. When I visited Sagan house, I found he told me with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed to sit down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. Only silence waited on both of us. So we didn't say anything about Ota.
Ota was one of my students.
I see.
I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Why I saw her dead?
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko.
In prison?
I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuju Prison, in Tokyo.
Great.
Fuju.
Prison?
Bloody game trying to gaslight me.
Her memories are a part of this room. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried. One day, she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time, she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
Do you think...
I don't know what to do.
Huh.
Thinking about her.
That's wrong.
Date, please, you have to catch them.
Them?
Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
So confusing. So Iris must have known the original Cycle's murderer. You think I have been described to her? She also knew she was going to die. My money is that me as Dante, I was one of the victims because I lost one of my eye. They residents. Are we gonna talk with Mitsuki or something? She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. About Ota. About Iris. About the fishery cold storage unit.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet, not just in Japan, but worldwide.
Damn.
3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends.
Everyone's
It is
dead.
completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Sure.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
She certainly didn't seem so. But I cannot stay here. Sigh forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
You know what? Just a bodyguard.
Understood.
Just in case. Stay with her for a little while, but we didn't speak, having nothing more to say. I left. Yeah, gotta go. Gotta go. Just gotta go. I'm busy. I have this mystery to solve. A murder mystery to solve. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
Yeah.
True.
I sat down in the usual seat, decided to wait for boss.
What are you doing?
Can we snoop around?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
I kind of want to snoop around,
A
guys.
summary of the investigation, perhaps?
Okay.
What summary? We don't have anything new.
Yep.
That's not true.
Huh?
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research.
You did?
About number 89.
Okay. Tell me. I'm all ears.
Unknown.
Oh, great.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown.
Forms.
However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Okay.
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was in prison 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
Tell me something I don't know. So tell me more.
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
Do you think he is the he has a copycat disciples?
Killed Shogunadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible. Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's
Yeah,
waiting
this
room.
thing is weird.
I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
Can you check like a connection between all the 2,000 inmates?
But number 89 knew Shoko's name. That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Too much gaslight. It's just a guesswork.
Let's talk to number 89.
Yep. I don't know if he's telling the truth, but or if he's full of it. But he's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Abba, that's a chic plan.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
That is a horrible plan. After cutting through some red tape, 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason Boss never showed up. Did they think they killed Boss too? Yes, I knew it. It's the guy with the dark hair. You know this guy. Was the boss all along?
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Okay, what's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
Okay, fair enough.
That's right.
Okay, he confessed.
I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers. Burkina Faso.
Oh, bullshit.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population.
Yeah, I know where
17
Burkina Faso is.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
Yeah.
She probably just wanted to see me.
Why?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
You want to love her?
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, he probably was part of the Yakuza if you think about it. A psychopath gangster, kinda there. So he probably was connected with Rohan, and Rohan connected him with her, right? Because it was the scout thingy.
All right. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story.
Really? We're just gonna let him go like that?
It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
To the next episode of this lovely channel that you found on the internet. I have to say goodbye right now, right here, because I think it's a long-ass story. First thing first. And also, it's been an hour, so it is what it is. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lovely episode, and as this lovely cliffhanger that I managed to pause right now, right here, I will tell you good lovely bye.